Welcome guys to the first episode of Side Quest. This is basically a series that I was really considering doing a long time ago. Firstly, I thought about just doing the classic dungeons such as these ones, just the elite ones. Just some random ones that I kind of feel like doing that maybe I'll struggle in, or maybe you'll give me advice or whatever. Just say, oh, why don't you do this dungeon right now, or something like that. And also these side-ish events, such as the one at the moment, the Cactua and Jumbo. I remember it was called Jumbo Cactua in one of them. Was it? I think so. Jumbo well, right now it's called Gigantur, but before it was Jumbo Cactua, I think. Don't take my word for it. I just remember the name slightly. So, it's basically a runoff from the normal main events, that's what I'm trying to say. And, yeah, hopefully it'll be pretty fun for me and for you guys, for you to watch. I did get a lot of gil from this event so far. I find actually refreshing your stamina, such as 3 times, is way better than buying a Relic Draw. But right now, I've only been using my mithril that I got from these events, and also the daily rewards that you get is pretty awesome as well. Let's check them out. Let's have a good look at this. I think it's here, right? Yeah. So we're probably up to the 3rd day, I think. So we get 1 mithril, then 100,000 gil. Then a Cactua, a 4-star summon. That's pretty awesome. And lastly, the very last one is a gold sword. I believe it doesn't have a soul break, it's just a gold sword. But it's pretty good for you guys that had really bad luck in the relic draws. I heard some people messaging me, and also some people complaining about not getting the 5-star relic they want. And I'm just like, what the hell? You're doing these relic draws just to get random relics for your characters, so it doesn't matter. It's for synergy. And not getting any 5-star is probably way worse than actually getting a 5-star. So if you're focusing on one specific relic, save your mithril. But if you're not, then spend it, because you're not going to get half price for a lucky relic draw for some time now, until the next anniversary type event comes up. I think it is in a few months, sometime next year. So I'll jump on this opportunity now, because with the super soul breaks, you only have 1 chance of getting him in the next one tomorrow, which is Cloud's Organics. I don't know. Oh, people are gonna hit me because of that one. I honestly didn't really concentrate when I was playing Final Fantasy VII. Like, when I played it some time ago. I never actually finished it. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna hate me now. I admit I never finished Final Fantasy VII. And I admit I completely missed Vincent as well. Vincent was kind of a huge thing, but I didn't have a guide at the time. I think with these long time ago games, it's really hard to get the secretish characters such as Yuffie. I did get Yuffie, but not Vincent. So it's one that I kind of have to play through. Maybe when the remake comes out. I was kind of tempted to get the iOS version, maybe do a playthrough, because I don't know how many of you actually finished Final Fantasy VII, but I think it'll be pretty exciting just to start it and go all the way through. But I don't know, maybe it'll be a boring series for you guys, because it's just me playing Final Fantasy VII, which you guys probably already played already, and I'm not very exciting. Woohoo, yeah. So, enough blabbering, let's get through these heroics. I've done this a billion times. As you can see, my gil, I'm up to 5 million, not billion. And I'm training Lunith, Saz, Ash, Tyro, I just nicknamed him the YouTube name, and the Ranger, mainly because I really want to get his record material. Not his first one, his second one, so I need to get him up to 50 as soon as possible. So we're only going to do one, because I'm just kind of introducing the series. Kind of introducing it. Hopefully, maybe we'll get lucky with the Cactua, probably not. I've only run into 3 Giganturs. Man, I feel so uncomfortable saying Giganturs. I feel like saying Jumbo Cactus. I did equip Ash with a... Shit, Rangers are almost dead. I don't really care if he dies though, it's just one of the rounds anyway. I'm just gonna auto attack. Let's actually put it to 1. Let's not auto attack. Let's just... Yeah. Let's just get through these normally, more efficiently I guess, without anyone dying hopefully. And the Cloud event tomorrow, I don't know how hard that will be. Maybe it will be pretty hard because they're introducing a lot of good relics tomorrow, such as Planet Protector. Oh man, I almost said Planet Protector again. But that is a freaking good relic. It saved me so much time and also got me a lot of medals in the end. But if I were to choose between tomorrow's event and this current event right now, the Lucky Draws, I would pick the Lucky Draws if you're lacking in Synergy. Because a lot of you now probably already have freaking heaps of Final Fantasy VII Synergy. I know I do. So I'm just going to wait until Cloud's Burst Soul Break comes out, because I don't really need Cloud's Soul Break right about now. Plus I like Squall better, of course. It's not a secret to you guys that I like Squall better. I think that's about it. That's all I really want to say. This is just to introduce the series. I hope you guys enjoy the Lucky Draw event. I got one tomorrow, so maybe, just maybe we'll get a good draw, but maybe I should go through the relics first. Just really quickly. I know there's like 1 billion out, so I'll go through them pretty fast. So the Zeal Crossbait, maybe I won't go through them pretty fast if I get these tongue twisters. Zwil Crossblade. This is a pretty good one because it's the only ability which you can use sap with at the moment. I don't know in the future. I haven't looked on the Japanese servers yet. Runeblade, pretty interesting because it's one of the Battle Mage swords. So it's another good one to get. Of course, Buster Sword is a good one to get with Advance. So if you want more damage with Buster Sword, also good. Shimmering Blade. Auron will have way better soul breaks in the future, but also good for synergy. Like I said, this first lucky relic draw is just to get synergy. You'll 100% get, or 90% of relics right now probably won't be useful in the future. That's the bottom line. Like 90%, I'd say 90%. Because you'll get relics which are one hits. You'll get relics which do shit all. And in the future, such as Aerith's Guard Stick, which heals all allies with an AoE. Yeah, it will be shit, because later on she'll get the exact same ability, but with Protect or something, or Shell as well, or even Haste. It'll happen. It'll happen, okay? 100%. So, Shimmering Blade. It's another one of those which is an AoE attack, but does power break down on all enemies. You probably need to look that up. Power break or power breakdown. Dusk Lance is an interesting one because you can use it with Bahamut and Mega Flares. It makes the enemy miss one attack, really. I think it's a magic attack specifically. Aurora Rod, it does the exact same thing. Buster Sword, one of the useless ones in the future, of course. You'll probably never use this ability again. It just hits the enemy with one attack. When it first came out, everyone was like, hype! Holy shit! Sorry about that. I probably burst your earlobes. Earlobes from saying that. Hard Edge paralyzes the enemy. Exactly the same. Like I said, it completely overrides the Buster Sword because it does one attack, plus it does paralyze as well. Brotherhood does an AoE attack, but it looks freaking awesome. Dark Sword, one of the ones which does an AoE attack, and I think you lose health as well. Myth Graven Blade. I've finished Final Fantasy IV a little while ago, which I'm pretty happy about. But I need to finish the second one, which came out after years or something. So this does 3 attacks. Actually, I'm actually doing all this by memory, by the way. So if I make a mistake, let me know. I'm fine with it. It does three holy attacks, so with those enemies which are undead, it'll be pretty good. But other than that, it's an alright one. Soul Saber, it absorbs magic for one character, and it also regenerates your abilities, so it's an interesting one. And this one is probably one of the better ones because it never goes down in value. So does Taifing. I never finished Final Fantasy 3, so I wouldn't know the pronunciation, but this is for Advance. You've probably seen the Advance combo 1,000 times, so it's another good one. Enhancer becomes useless later on. Revolver becomes useless later on. Sunblade, I forgot what this does, to be honest. I probably need to look it up later, but you guys let me know. Blaze Fire Saber. It does 3 attacks. Pretty good, 3 attacks, but of course it'll get useless later. I'll be saying that a lot in this video. It'll get useless a lot later. Defender, it does 1 attack and reduces the defense of enemy, I believe. Lightning Steel, 6 attacks, I think, which is quite a lot. So it's one of the ones which are pretty good. Seared Trigger, it's pretty good as well, but again, it will go down in value when the Super Soul Break comes out. Masamune, again, one of the useless ones. One Winged Angel is better because it does the AoE attack, plus it does a chance to blind, which is moderate. Kiku Ichimonji, I talked about this before, where he does 3 attacks, but the multiplier is quite low. One Winged Angel, talked about it. Demon Axe, I forgot how much attacks it does. It is pretty awesome though. I think it's 4 attacks or something. Runeblade, I think it's 4 attacks as well. So it's another good one, but it's one that you may not necessarily need. But it's an axe which is a mage kind of axe as well, so it's unique. Blood Lance, I forgot. I think it's a drain ability, so it's one of those useless ones. Partisan poisons all enemies and an AoE attack, so it's pretty good. Grand Glove, probably won't want to get this one because there's Crystal Glove right below it, which does 3 attacks. Giant Gloves, this is an interesting one. You sacrifice yourself, and then all your allies get attack up. Before, it used to be really useless because you lose a medal because of it, but now not anymore. But you need to make sure that one of the conditions is not KO'd. Yeah, not KO'd a character or something. Kaiser Knuckles, fire damage AoE. Again, kind of useless later on. Guard Stick, the one I was talking about. Oh, man. Oh, I'm pretty close to the bottom. I'm pretty good at this, hey? Magistral Rod. This Unis one. I think it's a holy AoE again, but if it's not, it's only 1 attack, so not that good. Binding Rod, AoE D Protector, I believe. So I think it's armor break, not an armor breakdown, so kind of iffy. Maybe it's a breakdown, I don't know. It's interesting, it's interesting. I'd maybe want this, like later rather than, sooner rather than later. Oak Staff is 2 venom attacks, so it's okay. Polymorph Rod, probably wouldn't want to get this one because it's very conditional. Damn it, I'm not near the bottom, it keeps extending. This is going to be a long video. This one rejuvenates an ability. I'm pretty sure it's random. It's okay. Lullaby Rod it heals plus, I don't want to say protect because I know I'm going to be wrong, but it heals and does something else. I think it's regen and protect, I don't know. Morning Star, completely forgot, but I remember there's a way better Super Soul Break for Selfie later on. Healing Stuff, I'm not too sure. I actually haven't seen that one. Storm Stuff is Garnet's one. It summons Remove. I heard some people say remove, so that's why I'm saying remove. It's okay. She gets a bunch of better summons later. Locke's Bow. This is the same as Walker's Soul Break, which reduces the enemy's resistance and defense. Fabled Harp, which I've used before. Man, I was so ashamed when I played Final Fantasy IV. Edward was kind of so useless, except for that one time. But you never get to use him after like halfway in, which is... I was really ashamed because I thought Edward was going to be really cool. But he does a heavy regen and protect. So heavy regen's really good. Ice Whip, I think it summons Shiva. Sleipnir's Tail is pretty good stats as well, but it only does one attack. Valkyrie, a pretty good one. It does 3 Thundaras, not Thundagas. Rising Sun, AoE plus slow, not too bad. Rising Sun is way better. Right below it, Rising Sun, Rising Sun. It does 2 quakes plus slow all enemies, so that's probably way better. Healing Grimoire, probably one of the more useless ones out of the lot. But if you're going to use Tyro as a healer, then yeah, not too bad because it's an AoE heal. Cyclone, yeah, this one's the most useless one out of all 3. Just does 1 Hurricane, which is near exactly the same as the normal Cyclone ability, which is the Fujin's something. Fujin's something. Maybe it's Raijin. I keep getting those two mixed up. Sentinel's Grimoire. Of course, you guys know all about that. I freaking want it. Everyone wants it. Valiant, yeah, one of the most useless guns. He gets way better guns in the future. I'm talking about Irvine, by the way. Russ, I don't want to say that word. Pretty useless AoE. Oh, it's okay. AoE water attack. The thing that gets me is the water. I really don't like elemental attacks because sometimes in the battle it may get useless, because what happens if the enemy absorbs water? Then you're kind of screwed. Vega 42s, another kind of pretty good. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But yeah, it is good. I really want these ones. Shell plus haste, pretty good. On the same level as Lunatic High. Official Ball, talked about it, exactly the same as Franz. Diamond Pinned, like I said, haste plus protect. Another useless one down below, don't want to talk about it. I don't know what the shield does. Don't know what the Hypno Crown does, but I know they get kind of useless later on as well. Like I said, all the lucky draw is just for synergy. If you're not looking for synergy, then just wait for the next one. Keepsake Ribbon. This saved me 1 billion times. 150% attack up. Freaking awesome. Better bring that than Armor Breakdown or something. Wild Bear, yeah, it does a frost attack, which is only, I think, 1 to 1 enemy, which is not too good. But it's an armor, light armor, so can't get enough light armors. Heroic Scarf. Oh, actually, almost finished. Next is the generic one, so not too bad. We got there. Heroic Staff. I kind of forgot what scarf. I mean, not staff. Kind of forgot what it did, but it's a pretty useful ability. I think it's on par with Fabled Harp, but Mog doesn't really have much useful abilities at the moment, but he will. He or she will. Dark Armor, one of the ones where he does an AoE attack plus reduces his health, so it's kind of a backfire, but it's an armor. Golden Armor's way better. Kind of forgot what it does though, but I remember it was really good. I think it increases your attack and defense or something like that, along those lines anyway. But it's probably one of the armors you want to get. All the rest are generic and shared, so I don't really want to go through those, but hopefully it helped. Oh man, it was really hard going through all these. It's freaking crazy. I wonder how long this video is. But if you want to give me some advice, put it down below in the comments. If I made a mistake, put it down in the comments. I missed a few ones, I know, so you guys can slap me in the face because of it. But have a good day anyway. I'm feeling lucky, not really, for tomorrow, but I don't know. It's been a tough time. Very tough time. But hopefully you like this new series. I'm not going to ramble on about relics in this series. I'm actually going to do classical dungeons, blah, 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 blah. And if you have some suggestions, put it down in the comments again. I read them, you know? I read them and reply them all the time. I have nothing better to do. I sit down on my computer and decompose. That sounded really bad, but that's what I do. I play games. Yeah, lovely games. So I'll see you guys later. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I love you guys.